Hello friends, this video on electric circuits part 14 is brought to you by examfear.com. No more fear from exam. Please make sure that you have watched all the videos till part 13 before going ahead with part 14. Look at the second problem. The problem says that three cells are connected in parallel with their like poles connected together with wires of negligible resistances. That is, you have three cells connected in parallel in this way. Let us call them as E1, E2 and E3. If the EMFs of the cells are 2, 1 and 4 volts respectively, that means E1, E2 and E3 are given as 2 volt, 1 volt and 4 volt respectively, and their internal resistances, that is R1, R2 and R3, are given as 4 ohms, 3 ohms and 2 ohms respectively. So we have to calculate the current through each cell. Let us assume that it is connected through some circuit. We say that current I1 comes out of this cell, I2 of this cell and I3 from this cell. Okay. Now we will make use of both junction law and loop law to solve this problem. Now first we will apply junction law at this junction A. Junction law at the junction A. So at junction A, what are the currents that are coming in? I1, I2 and I3. And what are the currents that are leaving the junction? There is no current which is leaving the junction. So this is equal to 0. Right? Because there is no current which is leaving the junction. It is not told that it is connected to some external resistance or something like that. Right? So the total current which is entering here should be equal to 0. That is, the sum of the current should be equal to 0. So from this we can say I1 is equal to minus I2 plus I3. So this is my first equation. Now I will apply loop law. So we will apply loop law to which loop? First let me name this. Let us say this is A, this is B, this is C, this is D, E and F. Okay. So I apply the loop law to A, B, E, F, A. That is this loop. So we will assume one direction. Let us suppose I assumed this direction. This is my assumed direction. So what are the EMFs in this circuit? E1 and E2. And what are the resistances in this circuit? R1 and R2. What is the current flowing through R1? That is I1. And what is the current flowing through R2? That is I2. Now it is time to put the signs. So in this case, this is my assumed direction. So what will be the direction for E1? It leaves this battery E1 in the positive terminal. So E1 will be positive. And what will be the direction for E2? E2, it leaves at the negative terminal. So E2 will be negative. What about I1, R1? Here also this is my assumed direction and I1 is also in the same direction. So this will be positive. What about I2, R2? This is my assumed direction but I2 flows in this direction. So this will be negative. So now we can put the values. So E1 is equal to 2 minus E2 is 1. This is equal to I1 into R1 is 4 minus I2 into R2, that is 3. So from this we get 1 is equal to 4I1 minus 3I2. So this is my second equation. Now we will apply loop law to another closed loop, that is C, D, E, F, C. That is the bigger loop. So see, why do we consider this loop and you can take any other loop as well. It is just that you will get expressions depending on the same. You just need 2-3 equations to solve. Since you have 3 variables, so you need 3 equations. It is just all about that. So now C, D, E, F, C. Here again, what are the EMFs involved? E1, and E3. And what are the resistances involved? R1 and R3. So current flowing through R1 is I1 and current flowing through R3 is I3. Now let us look at the sign. Let us assume the direction to be like this. Okay. So what will be the direction of E1? If you see E1, our assumed direction leaves from the positive terminal. So this will be plus. E3, if you see, our assumed direction leaves in the negative terminal, that is minus. I1 R1, this is my assumed direction. I1 also flows in the same direction, so it is plus. I3 R3, this is my assumed direction and I3 flows in the opposite direction, so this will be minus. So now you put the values here. So E1 is 2 minus E3 is 4. This is equal to I1 into R1, that is 4, minus I3 into R3, that is 2. So from this we get another expression which is minus 2 is equal to 4I1 minus 2I3. So this is my equation 3. So now we will put the value of I1 from equation 1 to equation 2 and equation 3. So what will we get? We will get 1 is equal to minus 4 into I2 plus I3 minus 3I2. This will become 1 is equal to minus 7I2 minus 4I3. So this is equation number 4. Similarly, we will do the same thing to equation 3. So in equation 3, we will get 2 is equal to minus 4I2 plus I3 minus 2I3. So this will give 2 is equal to 4I2 plus 6I3. Or we can write this as 1 is equal to 2I2 plus 3I3. So this is equation 5. So see, these kind of problems where we apply Kirchhoff's law, the main challenge is to write the equations. Once you write the equations, it is just all about solving the equations and getting the values. So you got equation 5. Now what do? You have this equation 4 and equation 5, 2 equations and 2 variables. You just need to solve them. So now we multiply equation 4 by 3 and equation 5 by 4. So what do we get? We get 3 is equal to minus 2 minus 21 I2 minus 12 I3. This is equation 6. And we get 4 is equal to 8 I2 plus 12 I3. This is equation 7. Now we add equation 6 and 7. So this gives 7 is equal to minus 7 is equal to minus 13 I2. So from this we get the value of I2 as minus 7 by 13 ampere. So this again shows that the direction of I2 is opposite to the direction which we have mentioned in the figure. So now once we have calculated I2, so from equation 5 we can calculate the value of I3. So I3 will be equal to 1 minus 2 I2 divided by 3. So this comes out to be 9 by 13 amperes. So this is I3. So now once we know I2 and I3, from equation 1, we can calculate the value of I1, which is minus I2 minus I3. So this comes out to be minus 2 by 13 ampere. So these are the values of the currents through the different branches through each of the resistances, right? So we had to calculate the current through each cell. So these are the currents through each cell. So what did we observe? We observed that the current I3 will flow in this direction as we had mentioned, but these two currents will actually flow in this direction. Right? So that is the actual direction. Thank you. Please visit examfear.com to watch free educational videos, try free online tests, get the best quality study materials, study from the best tutors and mentors, and much more. Thank you once again.